My name is Sarah Kidder, and I work in forensics. Before I worked at Pinellas County, I actually worked at Newport Richey Police Department. And I worked there for about a year, and I worked at Pasco County next. And I hit the ground running, and before I knew it, I was working county level, and I just waited for the right time to make the hop over. My favorite part about forensics is it's always something new. Every scene you go on to, you could go to 5 different vehicle burglaries, and they're all different. You could go to 5 different death scenes, all different. And so every time you go out, you start over from scratch and you look at what you have, and it's just that little bit of a puzzle that's just fun to put together. I actually grew up wanting to be a veterinarian. So when I was going through school, it just didn't click the way I thought it would, the way I wanted it to. So I had a free elective, so I tried a class in forensics. And I never looked back. It was just so enjoyable to me, and it really put all the, the fun and enjoyment that I got out of mysteries and reading and all that kind of stuff, that it just really clicked for me in the way that I wanted it to. When I was going through school, I always kind of thought Pinellas County was endgame. That's where I wanted to end up. So it was just kind of working my way up so that I had something to bring to the table when an opening happened. So I got really lucky, and both Newport Richey PD and Pasco kind of gave me that foundation that I really thought I could use. And it's really helped me a lot. So when I made the jump, it was like coming home. I mean, it really was. So I'm pretty active, actually. Before COVID hit, I was running 5Ks a lot. Like I was probably doing about 2 to 3 every week if I could manage it. Outside of that, I go to the gym a lot, and mostly right now that the 5Ks aren't running, I do a lot of exploring. So I go to different parks, I go hiking, I go to anything I can think of that's kind of outdoorsy, that I can go climb a tree and take pictures and just enjoy being outside. My favorite case, I had a helicopter versus airplane crash. And it was pitch black, it was a small little airfield, and actually started lightning in the background. So when I was taking my photos, I did something that's called painting with light. So while I was doing that, I had this upside down plane, there's foam all around it, and just as I was taking the picture, lightning struck in the background. So it was probably one of my favorite pictures of all time that I've ever taken. It's just this upside down plane and the lightning striking the background, and it was really cool. And what was nice about that call is nobody got hurt. Overall, it was just a very unique scene. We don't get those very often. So it was really fun scene to work and go out on. And painting with light is always something kind of fun to do. Well, everybody knows Pinellas County is at the forefront of forensics. It's kind of like a playground, because I come into work and I could literally pick between a ton of different things to do on one item. And I could do most of them depending on what the item is, and just kind of play around and see what I like best. But it's kind of fun to have that little bit of extra space to really, evolve and just kind of work towards being proficient in a lot of different areas. We're really kind of a family here. You go out on scenes, you see these people day in and day out. The real care that people put into this job, the real just kind of effort and the work people put in and day out is amazing to see. And the backing we have is just awesome. There's not a lot of places where you get real true backing and funding, and just, everybody has a lot of pride in what they do here. And that's really, really awesome to see.